So what's going on? So recently I've been seeing people coming up with their NBA top five all the time. I saw Shaq, I saw Allen Iverson, I saw Stephen A. Smith. There's no right or wrong answer, really. I mean, it's hard. I think I think that you have to respect different eras and times because the game has changed so much. You know, um, there are high tiers of guys. I'd say there's about 15 guys. If you go 15 man deep on the roster, I could say they're the 115, what I call the ones that they all could be considered the greatest ever. But it's all debatable. It's hard to say. It's like Magic Johnson was my favorite player back in the day, and I like watching Steph Curry a lot. They both changed the game. So right there you run into a preference of what you know, what you saw, but they both changed the game, so it's a hard toss with that. It's just like going from Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Shaquille O'Neal, who I consider four Mount Rushmores of NBA centers. They're all equally great, and they all could all be called the greatest ever because they all were dominant. You know, they stood up head and shoulders really, but they did, and so it's hard to just say, well, again, and you get to like Larry Bird, LeBron James, Kevin Durant. You got situations. You got guys. It's just hard. Um, Michael Jordan, Kobe, you know, um, Dwayne Wade, you know, you got guys, you're gonna have debates, you're gonna have arguments, it's legit. Then you gotta respect Oscar Robinson, you gotta respect Jerry West and Julius Erving, you know. So you have it's hard to just say like you're gonna come down. I don't have any problem with anybody throwing a five, whatnot, but I wouldn't dare throw a five. And you got to remember Tim Duncan, and what he accomplished, and so on and so forth. So there's so many people that it's like I would say, you know, you make your own 50, 25 to 50, but just narrow it down to five. Then you're gonna leave out people from a certain era because it's gonna be more of a reflection of what you saw, and it's gonna be kind of tough to like. But I have yet to see someone that's objective that went across 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all O's to now, and put it in perspective like that. Because that's the only way that an NBA all-time top five you would be respectful. But again, the game has changed too much. You didn't have Euro stepping. I watched LeBron last night, bunny hop and do a Euro step. You didn't do that when Oscar Robertson was playing or Magic was playing. Even Jordan, he traveled, he palmed, he just didn't do certain things. So it's a different type of basketball. It's the zones, the 3-point line, the way that they ref. It's different now. So it's kind of hard to just say, well, you know, that this would be acceptable because what are you basing on when the game has changed and has taken on different proportions? It's a different game. So anyway, that's my take on, hearing people talking about their starting five for the NBA because again, it's subjective. It's just like with any sport, just like with entertainment, with music, movies, actors, actresses, singers, etc., groups, bands. It's all subjective to what your preference is. Now, we're basing on general basis. It's a little you generalizing, and you have to put that in perspective because it's a little bit more wide reaching than that. That's my take. Feel free to leave those comments. If you want to share your top fives on NBA, feel free. We can debate on that. Hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.